the back office here a while back. I found that video, and it looked like it's pretty well put together.
Yeah.
Had some chronological order to it.
Huh?
Chronological. Yeah. Sequence, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay. Numerical.
Huh?
Chronological is by year.
Oh, is that what that is? Well, I'm from Michigan. I call it whatever I want, man.
So is Michelle. So, she's from here. That's what they say in Michigan.
Okay, I'm from here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how are you, Tim?
I used to be from here.
I'm good. How are you guys?
Doing good.
Good.
How many going to the Epcot?
I don't know yet.
You want to hear it again? You want to hear us say that again?
Yeah.
I guess Sherry's going.
Yeah.
Got her ticket.
I'm gonna go I need to go to that Kalatu training. Otherwise, I would go.
Do both. Go to the Kalatu training, get on a monorail, go watch the fireworks.
Oh, go watch fireworks? Oh.
Why not? You're in Disney, for God's sake. Just do it.
Yeah.
Happiest place on earth, dang it.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to come, or be there at 2 o'clock. You could
come later.
They let you in?
You pay. I think it's even cheaper if you go after like 6 or 7, I think. I don't know.
I think it is too.
Well, I don't know how long the training is, so we'll see.
Well, it's set to go from 4 till 8.
4 to 8?
Oh, it's late then.
There was in the Fight the Forces of Evil page. There was on Facebook. There was a what do you call it? A schedule of events.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So I think it was either this morning or yesterday. I don't remember when.
Well, I went to the training in Vegas. Did you go to that, Sherry?
Yes.
The Kalatu training?
Yes.
It was pretty good. They didn't get through everything they wanted to get through, but it was.
It would take days, probably.
Well, there were so many questions that they couldn't get everything done. Then by the time Travis figured out it was somebody else's turn, it was time to go to the big event.
Oh man.
It was interesting.
Anyway. Oh, that was that morning. That was that morning session they had.
Yeah, 8 o'clock.
Yeah. So they're going to be doing this on Thursday. So they got the whole day to do it. If they want.
Yeah, that's better planning.
What time you say they was going to do the training?
Tim said 4.
4 to 8.
4 to 8. Yeah.
Okay. I'm planning to drive down. I'm going to be probably down there Wednesday night, but I don't have a motel. So I got my hammock, and I'm going to find me a little campground, and then just go do some hammock camping.
The weather's supposed to be nice as of now. But then again, it's Orlando, so I guess the weather's always nice. I don't know.
Well, I'm going to get blown out tree. I'll be fine.
I'll be listening.
Yeah, you listen.
Somebody just joined us.
Oh.
You mind if I share this with you?
Go ahead.
I quickly found it.
Okay, here we go. All right.
Now they have a workshop on how to make the most out of your event. Huh.
Are you recording?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I need to go to that too, since it's my first time. I need to go to everything.
You'll be fine, Tim. Just follow the crowds. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
Then try to get to the restaurants before everybody else does.
That's why I'm probably not going to do the Disney. I need enough money to eat.
Hey, we want to say hi to Paul. Hey, Paul, how you doing?
Good to have you here, Paul.
I'm going to put this link in the chat, and then you guys can, okay?
He must have slipped away.
I think he's listening.
Yeah, he may be driving, I was guessing. So I'm glad you're listening in, Paul.
Yeah. Now he's gone. We scared him away. Maybe he'll be back.
I lost the signal.
Oh, we did scare him away, didn't we?
It wasn't you, I'm sure. It was the beards.
Was it?
Well, did you guys have anything you wanted to talk about tonight? I guess.
Let's see.
That's not a bad URL. That's a good one.
Just really long.
Oh my gosh. Well, let's look at it. All right. Got it.
Do you guys have anything you wanted to talk about tonight? Otherwise, I got something.
Have you guys heard anything more about the? I know we'll probably hear it in the next one, but you know why we didn't get the merger yesterday like we were supposed to?
Probably technical difficulties, I guess. We'll find out tonight at 8,
Yeah.
right?
I just wondered if anybody heard anything.
I know. They're not going to tell us.
They'll bring it out when it's ready.
Did you guys get that text today about the? No, I'm talking about the. I got a text today from Empower about wanting to be on the Gamma. If you want to be on the Gamma.
Michelle signed up for that. Yeah, Michelle got that, and she signed up for it yesterday, I think.
What's that now?
Oh yeah, I didn't get a notice in text that said to look out for you. So I was hoping to get to test that out. I was hoping to be able to change all my links. Yesterday.
Michelle got approved for it, but they didn't send her any links.
I think
So what are we talking about?
I don't think you. Well, maybe I don't know. Sherry, you didn't get anything. You did other than say thanks for signing up, right? He's on chat now. Okay, not yet. That's what. And Michelle got the same thing. She signed up for it, but she hasn't got any.
Did she get an email from Empower that said something like? Okay, that's what I was. All right.
Yeah, because I saw the email. I'm like, we did. Then I sent her a text, and she's like, "Yeah, I signed up for that yesterday." So,
Well, what are we talking about? I'm missing it here.
it's more testing. Gamma. They call it gamma testing, which I'm not sure. I know gamma is the next letter after beta.
Gamma after beta.
Alpha, beta, gamma. It's a Greek thing. It's all Greek to me, Tim.
Okay.
You have to let it go. I can't. It's my lucky ball.
Oh.
You don't even bowl anymore.
All right. What you got for us tonight, Tim? Marcus?
Well, this was something that this is a book I've been reading. I don't know if you guys can see it.
And post it.
The 4 Agreements.
Hey, I saw your post. I'll take
What?
it.
Move it over to us.
Talking about that.
Okay. What missed it?
You see it?
Oh, the 4 agreements?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just gonna go over this real quick. This is what I've been doing a lot of blogging about. I think it looks like Paul's back. Hey, Paul, welcome.
Hey, Paul.
Americans, we try to live healthy, but many of us don't.
Hopefully he's listening in. Anyway, it's a book. It's written by Don Miguel Ruiz, who I had never heard of. I picked this up a while ago. It's been sitting up on my shelf for a while, and I just took it down, and I've been reading it. It's really, 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 really good. It's a they call it a Toltec wisdom book. Toltecs are like an Mexican Indian tribe. It has a lot of knowledge to share. But anyway, he talks about the 4 agreements that everybody should make with themselves he calls a practical guide to personal freedom. So I was just going to go over these 4 agreements with you, if that's okay, and
Go ahead.
talk about them or whatever you want to do. Then you can go out and buy the book and use my affiliate code. And no, I'm just kidding. All right. So the 4 agreements. The first agreement is be impeccable with your word. Speak with integrity. Say only what you mean. Avoid using the word to speak against yourself or to gossip about others. Use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love. Yeah, he talks about this being the main agreement. If you can follow this agreement, the rest of them just kind of follow suit. But if you don't follow this agreement, the rest of them ain't going to make any difference. You know, and, like I said, I've been blogging about this.
Mike, can you hit that mute button?
What?
Mute button.
Oh, yeah.
Did you buy her little friend's father?
That better? I muted you too, Tim, so you can't talk. I'm just kidding. So anyway, that was the first agreement. You know, just basically speak with integrity, be honest. You know, and he talks about, you know, without this first agreement, the other ones don't mean jack. Right? Hey, Janelle, just wave. We're talking about the 4 agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. So, and I muted everybody so everybody could hear. So the second agreement, and I am recording this, the second agreement is don't take anything personally. Nothing others do is because of you. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality, their own dream. When you are immune to the opinions and actions of others, you won't be the victim of needless suffering. You know, I struggled with this for a long time. I used to take everything personally, you know, and he even talks about how selfish that is. When you think that, you know, people are thinking about you, talking about you, or that, you know, they're acting the way they do because of you. I mean, that's about as selfish as you can get, right? And you know, it's, you know, what other people think about me is none of my business. You know, that's something else I've been trying to ingrain into my mentality, into my thinking, you know, because, you know, can't think of the word, but, you know, it was always real hard for me to not take anything personally. You know, it's a character defect that I'm working on and getting better at. So the third agreement is to never make assumptions. It says, find the courage to ask questions and to express what you really want. Communicate with others so clearly as you, I'll try that again. Communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstanding, sadness, and drama. With just this one agreement, you can completely transform your life. You know, when I was reading the chapter about this, it was talking about, you know, I'm guilty of this. I can't talk about it for anybody else, but, you know, just assuming you know what other people are thinking, or assuming you know that other people already know what you know, and not actually bringing it up and not asking the questions that, you know, might change everything. You know, there's a good chance that other people don't know what you know. So just sharing a little bit about what you know might change their life. Or on the other end, they know something that, you know, they're just like I was, not willing to share, not willing to open up, not willing to put yourself out there. You know, you think they're maybe stuck up, or I think the word that other people have used of me was aloof. You know, separating yourself from others, not because you're better than them, but because you think you're not as good as them, and yet other people think that you're better than them. And this is all ad lib. I couldn't say this if I wanted to again, but you know, and it's you know, hard not to assume, but when you do make assumptions, you're hurting everybody, especially myself or yourself, whoever. And the last one, and this one I was reading today. Actually, I read this a little bit, then I kept putting it off because, you know, it's a kind of a personal thing with me. It's the fourth commitment to your guide to personal freedom is to always do your best. You know, and to me, no matter how good I do, it always seems like I could do better. I could do something different. I could do something, you know, it was never the way it was supposed to be. Sorry, hold on. Let me turn this stupid thing off. Phone. anyway, it says, always do your best. Your best is going to change from moment to moment. It will be different when you are healthy as opposed to sick. Under any circumstance, simply do your best, and you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regret. When I can look at myself in the mirror and say, I did all I could today, and sleep better, and feel better about myself, and feel better about my family, feel better about our business. It makes for a better day. But there's lots of times when I know I could have done better, but I don't. And like it says, your best will always be different. It's never going to be the same, because some days you're going to feel better than other days. We're humans. But as long as you do the best you can, in that 24-hour period, living up to your own capabilities, you have nothing to worry about, and nothing anybody says can affect you, because in your heart and in your mind you did your best. So those are the four agreements that he writes about, and it's a really short book. And it's really, I'm on like the second time I'm reading it, but so the first one is be impeccable with your word, don't take anything personally, never make assumptions, and always do your best. Like I said, I'm on my 4th blog. I've done the first 3. I'm going to unmute this so you guys can let me know what you think. Off now.
Well, we went back to the TV on Sherry.
I can mute her. Oh, she's off. She muted herself.
Okay.
Have you guys ever heard of this book or heard of Toltec wisdom?
No,
First time I heard of it. First time I heard of it.
Well, there you go. Something new.
sounds good.
Good. Yeah. I was just going to shout out to Paul and ask Paul if he had any issues he's facing that he needs some answers on, if he wanted to speak up and talk to us about it.
I'm not sure he's muted.
I say he's muted. I don't know if he's there or not. Hey. All right.
Steve, that is so interesting watching your door go back and forth, back and forth.
I'm in a rocker. I like motion.
It's either a rocker or the hammock.
Yes. That's right. Life of leisure,
So when they say take massive action, yours is just back and forth, back and forth.
You say naps in action or nassive?
Napping action.
Naps in action.
Naps in action.
Well, Mark, if I can tag on to what you were talking about in the 4 agreements there. I had an episode just yesterday where somebody had wanted information, and it was a very interesting thing. They said, we'll talk about this question at this particular time, and so then I made some kind of a joke, he was asking what I was doing, and I said I was working on a website. And he said, "Oh, you do web design too?" And I said, "No, it was like interior design, WordPress, that type of thing isn't exactly like web design." And so he said, "Oh, well, I thought you were saying this." And then all of a sudden he said, "Okay, we're just not in sync," and he just left. And I thought, wow, okay, what did I say? And, why would he react that way? And it took me quite a while to realize that it doesn't have anything to do with me. It was something that was in the day that he had. And, there was no way that I could control his outcome. I couldn't want something for him more. It's whatever the circumstances were, it was out there, not in here. And so it's interesting that you're bringing up this particular point now, because that was exactly where I was 24 hours ago.
There you go.
Yep.
There are no such thing as coincidences. right?
That's a coincidence because I was just thinking that same thing.
See? Well, you know what they say coincidences are, right? A coincidence is just God staying anonymous,
Oh, I thought it was like that. What do you make of, when you assume? And I was
No,
thinking, no, that doesn't work in coincidence.
we just call them coinkydinks.
Winky dinks. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I just call them events.
It's what?
I call them an event. When I'm trying to say anything, anytime somebody says something to you that may not be what you like, or they were being mean to you, at that time it's an event. But what happens with people, they hold on to those events and they keep playing that over in their mind, and then what it does, it affects their future. Okay? They need to understand that with an event has nothing to do with your future, and stop playing this stuff. But this is what people do. They keep playing these things over that like when, and maybe Dad said, well, you're no good, or you can't do that. So he said, well, this is not a good idea. And we have these things, but you keep playing it over and over our heads. And when we want to do something in the future, well, we got these things we're putting out there that's stopping us. Okay? So we got to understand life is right now. Okay? And the past is the past. And if you really think about it, he made a statement that life is empty and has no meaning. Now, what we do is we base that on our past. But what I'm getting at is that, like I say, life is right now. Your future has not been written. There's nothing. It's just empty out there. So you have the possibility to fill it with whatever you want. As we talked about making dreams. Mm-hmm. So if you put a dream out there, now you have something you can go forward to. But if you're going to let your past get in between your dream, that's what stops people. If you understand what I'm trying to say.
I understand. I've heard the expression, if you got 1 foot in the past and 1 foot in the future, you know what you're doing all over today, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I mean, the other thing about this book, the 4 Agreement, I was thinking about this, these are so important to the business we're in, especially about not taking things personally. Being impeccable with your word, that's a given. It should be. Not always. With us, it's a given, right? But, especially about not taking anything personally and not making the assumptions that other people, there's so many people out there that don't know nothing about nothing. And they want to learn, but they don't know where to start. And that's where we come in. We need to help them. And then, even if it's just how to add a link to an email. To me, I've known how to do that for a long time. Everybody should know how to do that, but most people don't. And I think that's where big opportunity is to. I know they always say or Google's your best friend and just send them to Google, but I know Tim's made some training videos and we've made some, and it doesn't hurt.
I tell you what, Mark, if there's one phrase that I really dislike from our Hangouts is, I'm not going to help you. You have to do it yourself and Google it, or go to YouTube and get it. There is something that is just, and this is just me, and I'm sure that there are other people that, they get it just fine. But I'm one of those people that I really need to have somebody, give me the information and then I can go do. But when I get stuck, like on this get response thing, that has just confounded me since the day that we started. There was a lot of confusion when I first signed up, and things just bottled up right there. And I have never been able to figure that out for myself. And I keep trying with that. And I keep looking at different ways of doing things. And every time I hear Michael or Alex or somebody say, just Google it, just Google it. I have listened to Asa Avergray's video hundreds of times if I've listened to it once. And I keep getting to that point where I wish that they would stop saying that, because I know that there are other people out there that don't just want to be thrown in sink or swim.
Well, Well, here's our opportunity to use this Hangout as a training.
Yep.
What in Get Response are you having problems with? Or are you still?
Well, number one, when I started, I didn't have a list of any kind.
Right.
And so I'm still trying to figure out how to develop a list from my social media followings and things like that. And what I figured out now is that, okay, for me, it's not going to work that way. I need to, buy traffic. But then I always stop myself and I say, okay, when you do, then your website isn't good enough because of this, this, and this. So you have to go fix that first. And then you have to, then go back and fix up your blogs because this isn't right on there. Everybody keeps saying, you got to do, and I get wrapped around the axle. And I tell you what, it is very difficult to get out of your own way.
Yeah, we are our worst enemy most of the time. And a lot of times you just got to do it. I've seen your stuff. Your stuff's good, Janelle. So you're your biggest critic, and you always will be. We know that.
And I think that's what the problem is. So to answer the question on Get Response, once we put in the link that goes to let's say. Yes, that's exactly right, Sherry. So once you put in the link, you've got to have a capture page for that. And so I have to go create the capture page for it.
No, Empower Network, and they have those for you.
Right, except that, remember they were talking about that bridge video?
Yeah.
So there's got to be something that goes in between that, and then you link them out to the rest. I guess what I really need to do is to see the whole, this funnel in a diagram kind of thing so that I can see what pieces I'm missing. Because I keep thinking every week it's going to be one thing that I'm missing, and then I find, oh, I've got to have this to it.
Well, I mean, tonight we're gonna. Hopefully, tonight or by next time, next Wednesday we're not going to have this because we'll all be in Orlando, right?
Right.
That's right.
So
won't we have it Wednesday? No, you guys won't be there. I'll be there Wednesday night.
Okay. You'll be Wednesday, Orlando?
Yeah.
I don't know when we're going to be there.
Yeah, I fly in. I'll be there at 9:18 in the morning.
Oh,
I'm looking at my tickets here.
Well, Steve's going to have his hammock set up in a roadside somewhere Wednesday night. So.
That's right, because you're driving down.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're driving down too, but I'm not sure what day we're leaving yet.
Yeah, you guys don't have a very far drive this time.
No, it's still like 12 hours.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, Memphis, we're over by Arkansas, and we still got to go through. Georgia's a long state.
Yeah.
I never knew that. Well, I tell
We're
you,
24.
this is my goal for Orlando, is that I am going to be there early, and I'm going to sit down and absolutely hammer this thing out so that I know beyond the shadow of a doubt when I get done what I'm doing.
That's right.
Well, we'll all be there. We'll get some laptops and sit around the lobby and hammer time.
Hey, that was it. Can't see the thing there. Yeah, on Get Response, have you ever tried to use their instant messaging when you get stuck on something?
Feature?
Oh yeah, live chat.
The chat feature. Yeah, I'd worked with those guys, and they've actually made videos for me and sent them to me on how to do a procedure.
Get Response is really good with their customer support.
Yeah, they are very good at that.
And see, I just figured it was me. I took it personally.
There you go. It's in the notes.
What you're saying, though, Janelle, is that what your problem with Get Response sounded more like it wasn't really Get Response. It was more what to do with your email.
Yeah.
And it sounded like to me that you're just getting all really captured up in the links part, where I think what Mark and Steve and I are trying to let you know that all those capture pages and stuff, that's all done for you stuff. And all
I've got that, but I'm trying to create a like know where the links go in Get Response to what I'm supposed to link together, because I don't get how they go from one. Like I know where you put the pre-sale page. If you pick up a pre-sale page.
You're trying to do.
Yeah, that's after your capture page. You need your capture page. You got to get the email. The purpose is to get their email address first. That's ultimate. You've got to get that email first. So you have to have some way to capture their email, and that's what capture for. And then you got your pre-sale.
Okay, so that's the piece that is not in Empower Network.
Yes, it is.
Capture page.
It's an iPass.
Yeah, it's an iPass. All you do is link to the video, and then the
Thank
video.
you, Sherry.
Yeah, in the video, whatever thing you use in iPass, automatically, if you link your Get Response to your account, it just works together. I mean, I've not had to do anything but to set up my Get Response. And then whenever they go to the page, they put in their email address, it automatically goes to, I've never had to do anything more than that.
I was going to say, it automatically does all those steps for you. You're overthinking it, lady.
That's what
I was going to say that's what I was saying, that when I got in, I got confused between iPass and Empower Network. And sometimes I'll work all in Empower, and then I think, oh, well, I've got to do something with iPass. And then I'll go over to iPass and I'll get, all started in this. And I can't figure out how those two get together. But after next week, maybe I won't have to.
I was going to say, it's all going to change anyway, but it's all going to be integrated where once you get the capture page, get the ball rolling, it'll take care of itself. I mean, that's how it's always done it for us.
Yeah.
We were able to put a bridge video inside of the pre-sale. Right. It was all part of their page, which we didn't have to touch any of the linkage or any of the automation of it.
All right. Well, next Wednesday, I'm going to walk through that, and we're going to get this thing done.
Cool.
All right.
And we're almost out of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey, you had a breakthrough.
We like those breakthroughs. No breakdown, just a breakthrough.
Right.
Next week we can all have dinner or something and chat.
Here's one thing that I'll ask. When we get to Orlando next time, if you guys are going out to dinner, let me know. I completely was out of the loop in Las Vegas.
No, we tried, but you got sick on us, lady.
I did.
We tried. We kept calling you, and you kept missing us. So
I did. So I'm not doing that this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good plan.
This is it. Yeah. This is my stake in the ground, my line in the sand. Colonel Travis, this is it.
All right. Well, we need to get to our telephone number so we can text each other and we can let everybody know where we're going.
Well, we're all on Messenger.
We all have Facebook and we're all on this chat thing, so we're already kind of. I get messages from you guys all day long.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I mean, how big can this Disney place be? We'll find each other.
Yeah.
Oh, my internet's going in and out here. So
you think George is a big place?
I'd hate to have to walk through that.
Well, we'll be live. We won't have to worry about the internet.
Yeah.
That'll be good. Be good. How come Sherry doesn't have her picture up here today? I missed that.
She needs some quiet time to herself.
She'll be back.
Okay.
He's listening. He's watching. Right now, she's in there smiling. You can tell.
Okay. Well, that's good. So.
And we'll have to get Michelle back here off of her keyboard and.
We have you on a prayer list tonight.
What?
Yeah, what is it that's behind you, Mark? Have you got a cat in there?
Some animal's got his feet up.
That's Charlie.
We keep seeing him like this in the background.
You got an animal on his back.
That's my puppy dog.
Have you guys?
He is.
Okay.
Oh, it's a dog.
All right, we're
Okay.
gonna be killing
I
him.
can-
See you guys later.
See ya.
Oh, there he is. Mark, do that again, Mark, and we'll see the puppy dog.
All right. Bye bye.